Hey, 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 Facebook. It is Audra, our Upchurch, and welcome into the broadcast from my profile of all places, right? I typically don't broadcast from my profile very often. I usually broadcast from my fan page. But I received a few inboxes today giving me congratulations on my new role in the can I get the word out? Advocacy division for Coach Speak and Serve. So those that are watching that know the amazing April Hunt, thank you all so much for the well wishes and being a part of such a wonderful organization. So I, oops, let's get rid of that echo. So I really appreciate the support. Hey, Tanya, thank you for popping into the broadcast. Tanya Pinkney and Tanya Moore, thank you guys so much for popping in. And hey, April, yes, I am also so excited to be a part of the team. And this broadcast tonight is on my profile because it's motivated by a very touching message I received in my inbox. Now, while this young woman was congratulating me on my new role, and she was really excited for me, and it came through, what also came through in her message was her frustration with her own business and where she is. You know, she's watched me on my journey. She knew me before I went to the Epic Conference in 2016. And while she was happy for me with where I am, it brought back some painful feelings for her of where she is in her business right now. So that's what prompted me to come on tonight on my profiles. I typically don't talk business. I'm usually all personal development, right? But I wanted to come on here today to one, let her know, if you're watching, honey, I got you. You're going to make it. You're going to stay strong and get this done. And I wanted to reach others who may be frustrated like she is. You know, if you are watching, whether you're catching live or you're catching the replay, let me know in the comments where you are in your business right now. Is this where you envisioned you'd be when you first got this idea a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago, 10 years ago? Are you in the place right now where you thought you would be? Hey, Michelle, thank you for joining. Hey, Milton, thank you also for joining. And my brother, Tony, love you. Thank you for joining. And if you're not where you thought you would be when you began the journey, I want you to stick around. And for those of you that feel, well, hey, I don't have a business, Audra, I'm used to your personal development, you'll be surprised. Some of the things that I'm going to share with you tonight transcend whether you're a business owner or not. And for those of you that are authors and you feel, well, I'm an author, I'm not a business owner, I got to tell you, that's not really the case because you got a product. You have an amazing book, and that is a product. Okay. So I want to talk a little bit about that tonight because here's the thing. Whatever it is you're offering, whether it's a book, right? Whether it's a service, whether you have a full-fledged business or you're just getting started, visibility of that thing is important. And I think so many people struggle with that area. And I'm so glad that 2 years ago, well, it's not even quite 2 years ago, right? About 20 months ago, when I got on an airplane and went to the Epic Conference 2016, that when I left that conference, I took away so many valuable nuggets that I put in place that allowed my business to get the visibility it deserves. You know, 2017 was actually my first full year when I incorporated my own LLC. And I'm proud to say I ended in the black. Somebody say congratulations. How many of you guys watching can say your first 12 months officially in your business, you ended in the black? And you're like, Audra, what does that mean in the black? That meant I made a profit. So yes, I'm patting my own self on the back, right? But I didn't do it alone. It's not something I did alone. It is not something I was born knowing how to do. So I really want to come on my profile tonight and talk to all of you guys, whether you have a business, whether you have a book, whether you're thinking about it, to really share how your business can get the visibility it deserves to get in the black. How does that sound to you? Does that sound good? Tanya said she wasn't sure what to expect, but she did think she would get further. Awesome. I appreciate your honesty. So, and Tanya, I'm going to be speaking to you and others who are watching. So thank you for sticking around because this is important. You know, I think as business owners, one thing we tend to lose sight of when we start our businesses right, is that we need others. And for me, that was the number one thing that I learned, was that I had to make prosperous partnerships. Somebody put that in the comments, prosperous partnerships. I didn't grow up seeing my family in business. I didn't grow up understanding how everything worked, right? So as I started a business, you tend to think this is something I'm doing for me. It's going to be my business, and I'm going to lead, and I'm going to direct, and I'm going to instruct. And we get so caught up in the I, that we forget we need other people to make this thing happen. And that you alone can never get your business all the visibility that it needs to generate a profit. Yes, Tanya, prosperous partnerships. Because here's the thing. You are just one person. You're amazing. You're great. Yes, but you're one person. And what your business requires to truly make an impact is a whole lot of wonderful people rallying behind it. And that can't happen with you doing it by yourself. And so while many of us get into business thinking, okay, I'm going to run this business, it's going to be me by myself, I'm going to make this thing happen, we forget to bring others on the journey with us. And therefore, we don't get the visibility that we need. Also, what I find and what I see in the social media space way too much is folks making friends with their business partners and forgetting that they have a business. They focus on building the friendships instead of building the business. Right. So they go to all their friends' conferences and all their friends' events, and their friend offers a program and they buy the program to support, and they're just doing all these things for their friends, right? Instead of building prosperous partnerships. Consider partnering with someone who's in a field opposite of you, and that will expose you to their audience, which will help increase your visibility. It's all about numbers. Somebody put in the comments, it's about the numbers. The more people you get in front of, right? The more people get to hear about your business and get exposed to who you are. Now, I'm going to say this on the partnerships now. Be careful about the different conferences and events that you go to. In fact, how many of you watching right now have ever seen a call for speakers on Facebook where someone's having an event and they're looking for speakers? And they put in the comments, if you're interested, I'm interested. And then you type, I'm interested. Who's been guilty of that? If you've been guilty of it, just admit it. And some folks are doing this, not even knowing who the audience is, right? Visibility matters. Who you're getting in front of matters, right? So when you're thinking about your partnerships, think about, okay, who is their audience? If I speak at this event, who will hear me? Are the people that's there, are they the people who would buy and benefit from my product? It can't be just about supporting your girl. I know that's your girl and you're cool and you love her and you want her to be successful. I get it. But that can't be the driver for the decisions that you make in your business. Does that make sense to you? So when you think about your business and increasing your visibility, prosperous partnerships matter. I'm so excited for my role with Coach Speak and Service. That's one of the things I will be doing, is helping some of you guys get these amazing partnerships with this organization. April and Tori have over 1 million folks following them. Come on now. 1 million. Somebody put in the comments 1 million. Because I think that's something a lot of us are striving for. We're not even close to, right? So they have over 1 million followers. So yeah, that's an amazing partnership. So as I'm helping some folks get on board with that, that will help them get the visibility that they've been working for and that they've been wanting. Look, you can have the greatest product out there. Your service can be tight, right? You got your funnel ready. You got your CRM on fleek. Everything is, all the I's are dotted. But if you don't have the numbers to convert, you will be in the red. Just like my lipstick. You will be in the red. And that's not where any of us want to be. I ended my year in the black because I put myself in front of people who would buy my products and services. Even if I spoke at an event and I waived my fee, you better believe I left there with the client. Prosperous partnerships. Think about where you're spending your time and how that partnership will benefit your business in the end. And if someone is your true friend, like they truly down for you, and they're having an event and you can't attend because you have to build your business, I think they'll understand. Hey, Illy from Philly, thank you for popping in. And hey, Lisa, thank you also for joining. Yolanda, love it. Thank you also for joining, honey. So prosperous partnerships. That's one of the first key things that I zeroed in on when I began this journey that secured my business ending the year in the black. The next thing that a lot of small business owners struggle with as I talk with you guys, and it's really going to require a change in the mindset and how you view your money. I really don't understand it because that wasn't my struggle, though I recognize it. Some of you guys are just so afraid to invest in your business. And I just don't understand. Your business is going to require money. Now, whether that money comes from you or somebody else, it's going to require money to survive, to sustain itself. Your business is its own entity. And just as you need food, water, shelter, your business needs cash flow. Does that make sense? Your business needs that capital in order to have the cash flow. Let me rephrase that. Hey, Janika, thank you for popping in. And whether the money comes from you or for someone else, your business needs that capital in order to get the visibility. You're like, Audra, what are you talking about? You know, entrepreneurs today are so blessed. I don't think we even realize it. Somebody put in the comments, I am blessed. Entrepreneurs today, entrepreneurs, authors, coaches, speakers, we're blessed because we have this vehicle right here. We have this vehicle, social media. We can run a targeted Facebook ad and reach our ideal client with a click. Let's think about this. Rewind back 40 years, 50 years ago, right? Our grandparents had to go knock on doors. They had to put on shoes worn down and walk in the cold, in the rain to reach their client. All we got to do is click. But that clicking comes with a cost. If you really want to reach your client, you got to run an ad. You have to be willing to invest. And I'm not talking about them $5 ads. Come on, y'all. We have to invest. I think part of the problem is it's been made so easy for us that we don't realize there's still work that's required. And part of that work is going to mean you have to invest. But see, here's the blessing. Here's the great part about it. Is if you invest wisely and you invest without fear and you do it and you stand boldly in it, you will get the return. I'm going to be straight with you. My first year in business, I invested probably about $20,000 in my business. So I'm not talking about something I haven't done. But I can tell you right now, I have made that money back over and over. But when I invested, no one had to pull my teeth. I did my due diligence. I did my research. And I moved forward, understanding that my business needed this capital to make investments for it to thrive. So you can have the greatest product in the world. Your services can hit so many pain points for people and be spot on. But if you don't reach those people, where's the money coming from? Right? Who's in it to make money? You have a business to make money, right? Isn't that the goal? Any successful business has started with capital. And I know it's hard. Hey, Lexi, thank you for popping in. I know it's difficult because we have responsibilities. I do too. And we may not always have the money that we can pull out of our pocket to just hand over, right? But I want you to begin to make your business decisions, not looking at what you have right now. Make your decisions based on, this is what my business needs to sustain itself. And this is how much it's going to cost. And then work yourself backwards and say, okay, I'm going to need $10,000 to get XYZ done. The end result will give me visibility to reach, let's just say 1 million people. So this is an investment I need to make because I need to reach 1 million people. Because if I reach 1 million people, my conversion rate will be XYZ. So I need to do this. And then work yourself backwards. How many products do I need to sell to get that $10,000? What do I need to give up to hit that $10,000? You know, I talk about this in Driven, the anthology I was in with April, Driven, the Unpaved Road to Success. I talk about how I used to get my hair done every week for 8 years. When I decided to invest in my business, I went and bought wigs. Yes, I'm wigalicious, y'all. I went and invested in wigs so that I could keep some of that money and invest it in my business. Okay? So the first thing I want you to do is to make prosperous partnerships. The second thing is to shift your mindset when it comes to investing in your business. With Spark and Hustle, we have an opportunity for folks to vend at this event. Tori Johnson from Good Morning America. Come on, y'all. She's the founder of Spark and Hustle. April Hunt of Coach Speak and Serve. Come on, y'all. This is an amazing partnership here. And we have vending opportunities that it just amazes me. People who've been in business are so afraid to move forward because they're afraid to spend money. And they're not looking at the exposure that their business will get that will generate the income. Somebody say, get out the box. Get out the box. Let's move forward. The third thing that was truly instrumental in me getting the visibility to have my business in the black was being honest with myself. Yeah, I had the partnerships. Yes, my mindset was focused and I was willing to invest. But the real deal came with me being honest with myself. I was honest with myself about what I wanted and what I was willing to do to get there. You know, a lot of times we have the lip service. We talk about what we want all day long. We talk about what we know God put on our heart to do. We say all the right things. But when it comes to moving forward and taking action, we do nothing. We do nothing. We have every excuse not to do the thing. It's time that we be honest about our businesses. Do you really want it? It's not a rhetorical question. I want you to answer in the comments. Do you really want it? If you really want it, put in the comments, yes, I want it. Do you want your business to thrive? Do you want your business to prosper? Do you want your business to be successful? Do you want to gain visibility? Do you want to change lives? Do you want to be an influencer? Do you want to make an impact? Yes, I want it. Say, yes, I want it. Yes, I want it. Yes, I want it. It all starts with you making a decision that you want it, then taking the necessary actions. Words are amazing. Words of affirmation is my love language. So yes, words are amazing. But you got to take the action. And understand me. If you don't get anything else from this broadcast, understand this. And hold on. I hope you guys have already shared this broadcast out because this is going to help somebody. It's going to help somebody. So go ahead and hit the share button. Because understand this. you wanting it and it happening is going to require somewhere in there for you to be uncomfortable. It's going to require you to make a decision that's going to hurt. It's going to require you to make a move that's so out of the box, it's going to startle you. Because understand where you are right now, that's not where it's going to happen. Because if it was, it would have happened already, right? So it's going to require you to move and do some things that are uncomfortable and that are scary and that are going to make you want to pull your wig off. Right? But understand, just because something is a little scary and just because something feels a little uncomfortable doesn't mean it's not right. It just means you're moving in a new place you've never been before. And that, my friend, is a good thing. So take some chances. Don't be afraid of failure. Don't be afraid of making a mistake. You don't think I've made mistakes along the way? But child, I keep going. If I see something's not working, I go, oh, it's not working. Let's move to the next thing. Because I'm clear. I'm clear that I want it. When you're clear that you want it, you don't stop because you invested in a coach and you felt you didn't get what you wanted. I just got to put that out there. When you know you want it, when you know that you're committed to it, you don't stop because your boss decided they were going to let you go. You don't stop because things are going crazy at home. I'm just putting it out there. When you know that you want it, you make it happen. Because I'm going to tell you something. Anybody that's been successful has had to overcome adversity. You will be no different. You will be no different. Get it? You'll be no different. There's going to be something you're going to have to push through and fight through and claw through to get what you need. You can't do this alone. You need to have some prosperous partnerships. Partner with someone who is in contrast to you, whose audience you can still speak to and they connect with you and they need your product or service, but they contrast what you're offering. And that will expose you to a greater audience, the visibility. Stop being afraid and second guessing every decision when it comes to investments in your business. Get your emotions and your feelings out of it. Get those feelings out of it. Sit down. Ask yourself, financially, how will this benefit my business? Who is this audience that I'm getting in front of? This investment that I'm making, how will this benefit me? Stop running to all the events your friends are having, right? And start investing in events that will yield you a connection, that will yield you a client, that will put you in a new space you haven't been in before, that will widen your territory. Be honest with yourself about what you truly want, what you're willing to give up, and that you, in your commitment, the level of your commitment, what are you willing to give? Be honest. Because if you truly get a hold of those three things, your business will finally get the visibility it deserves. Finally. And you will end your year in the black, just like I did. This ain't nothing new. This is nothing that you can't do. It's just going to require you to make some new decisions. Now, for those of you that are going to Spark and Hustle, I can't wait to see you there and hug your neck. If you're a speaker, a coach, blogger, author, yeah, you need to be in the house. And you can leave a comment and ask me more about it, and I'll definitely share. Because look, the opportunities are there. They are there for you. This business was put on your heart for a purpose and a reason, and there's someone that's waiting to hear from you. But until you get visible, guess what, honey? They'll never find you. I'm Audra Upchurch, so excited to be a new brand advocate in Coach, Speak, and Serve and to support this amazing conference, Spark and Hustle, and I will see you guys later. Have a great night. Bye.